So here we are, first match of this final day starting. As a reminder, we have 3 players not starting today. We have Shark, Krim and Brice DNS. So it will be a 5-player 1v1 between Fast Awa, Keraav, James and Helios. Top 4 goes through. So cup mode will keep going until 4 players are qualified. It'll be a cup mode in 100 points instead of 120, so the match will be much faster with 5 players than 8. It's a cup mode with the point distribution system 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 to 1. And as usual, first player to reach 80 enters finalist mode, and finalist players must win an additional round to go through. The map order is the same as usual, and 4 rounds per map. So here we are, first round of this lower bracket semi-final with the first mistake. Going for fast, he slightly... It was weird, I think he clipped on the very inside. We saw Keraav sliding out, ooh, fast, clipping on the left. Keraav is a bit behind and everyone is battling for first between James, Awa and Helios. And interestingly, everyone, ooh, Helios clipping the edge of the block. Awa and James battling for first. What's interesting, I'm not sure that Awa and James geared up in the banking. There's definitely a choice. We saw Awa and James slightly gained on Helios. We'll see over the course of the different matches who's which strat is actually the best. In this match, I don't think there's a clear favorite. The question is just who doesn't go through, because top 4 goes on to the lower bracket final. And only last player is eliminated, and we're so fast. With the first mistake in this round, once again in the uphill, James a little bit behind, 0.25, but anything can still happen. Let's move forward to Keraav. Ooh, Keraav might lose speed. He did not somehow. Despite having a late gear up, Helios came back strong, didn't clip, and this time he's taking the lead. He went from 3rd to 1st, but didn't angle his car to the left, so he's losing a lot of time, but Keraav has a bad end. So Helios overtakes back, and Awa with the cleanest line. Oh, Keraav snipes Helios. No! 7 thousandths of a second. Also, I'm slightly more decreasing my microphone sensitivity. I still felt like it was slightly too high in comparison to the game. Tell me if at some point it's too low, whatever. I don't want to go too low. Ooh, and now it's Keraav with the huge mistake. He's going, oh, he doesn't know how to respond. Oh. He respawned in the checkpoint and had to go all the way to the right and lose even more time. Which, I'll be honest, for me, this is bad mapping, because making a mistake and having to respawn should not cause you to lose an additional 5 to 10 seconds. But that's just my opinion. This being said, Awa with the bad gear down, fast, finally having a good pace on this map. Awa is overtaking everyone. We saw a small mistake by Helios, another mistake by Awa, and now it's James second behind Fast. Fast is on a good pace on this round and will win it with a good margin. 0.29, good time by the German driver in front of James. for Team Nitz and Belgium. Our third, Helios fourth. Can Keraav finish? Yeah, barely. I mean, Keraav lost an additional 5 or 6 seconds due to going around the block, which is bad. Hopefully he has time to go through, but... And for once, on this final round of Megustas 2, we have everyone with a clean start. Fast took the lead with the bit of speed onto the tech and the jumps. Ooh, Fast clipped on the edge of the... he clipped or got a bug would be more appropriate. On the side of the banking, and he lost a lot of time, and we saw Keraav with a huge mistake here. Helios now up to third. James in the lead, can score 8 points and will score them. 8 points for James, 7 for Awa, 6 for Helios, 5 for Keraav. So because we have only 5 players, the match will be much quicker than what it was supposed to be with 8. So we should be finished at around 4:45. So maybe on the next matches we can go up to 120 points. It'll be something to discuss with Neroche and Joss, but we'll see. Second map, as usual, Fallow by Firestorm. So because the point distribution system is 8-7-6-5-4, and so on, consistency is key. Getting first places was the most critical aspect up until now in the different 1v1v1v1 matches. But now consistency will be more rewarding. And as long as you remain in like the top 3, top 2 and keep scoring regularly a lot of points, you'll naturally go above the... start to extend, to build some lead over the other players and quickly reach final status. After the first map, Awa almost scored 30 points. So at this rhythm, Awa should reach the final status, and James could reach the final status before the end of the fourth map, but we'll see how it goes. So on this map, the most critical part will be the double banking section with the chicane in between, in my opinion. But pretty much everything is key on this map. And the first mistake was done by Fast, I believe. Yeah. Fast is not having a good performance so far. Struggled a lot on the first map with 3 crashes. Has another crash already in the start here. Keraav going very close to the wall but not clipping. It's Helios who has the best start together with Awa. Ooh, but he was too much on the inside and slided out, I think. Awa takes the lead in front of James. And here's the ooh, Keraav! Huge mistake on the inside. Let's now go forward. Helios third. Awa still in the lead. Helios can actually overtake James here. He has a better approach. Yeah, he takes the lead for the moment, but who will have the best line is Helios and Awa with a nice time, 0.26. So interestingly, we do see, like we saw yesterday, that in the double banking section, being outside and trying to build up speed is not faster. You do build up more speed coming to the chicane, but it's so difficult to keep a clean line then into the chicane that going inside is still working pretty well. in average, but we'll see now in the second round. We are fast this time, having the best start in front of James and Helios. We had an early mistake by Awa. Keraav dropped behind a little bit, but everyone is now driving cleanly. James with a small mistake. And we see Keraav. Oh, Keraav, but he went too fast, and Helios with a lot of speed caught up too fast. Let's see the battle for first between the two players. Fast with a very clean line. Slightly extends his lead to 0.11 in front of Helios, but Helios has a very good line here. Fast has it clean as well. Oh, Helios is very inside. He will lose some speed, but actually caught up quite well to Fast, but Fast will win it in 0.50, 61 for Helios. Keraav held up in 0.87 despite his mistake in the chicane in between the bankings, and James with a poor end dropped to 59.2 in the end and behind Awa. Third round on Follow. Very stacked map for the moment. No one's driving much better than the others. No big mistake in this round. Helios lost a bit of time. Fast as well, but still everyone within 0.3 of each other. Very stacked round for the moment. Everyone having a good turn here. We're coming to the double banking section. 4 players going up, Keraav going slightly lower, and we see Helios gaining a lot of time. And James, oh no, in the end Helios has low speed and is too wide. Let's move up too fast to see the battle for first. Keraav actually coming back very strongly to Awa, but Awa has a very clean round here from the French player of Team Spam. He will get the 8 points in front of Keraav. Fast third, James fourth, Helios fifth. Good round and good times by everyone. 0.08, 0.28. Everyone below 58.8. Awa, with very good consistency, moves up to 50 points in the lead. Final round on Follow. And once again, everyone starting to warm up. Now it's really neck and neck between the different players. Oh, everyone has a clean start. Everyone within 0.1 of each other. Helios, very strong entry, but he clips. He had the best line out of the 4 players in the left-right chain, but clipped in the uphill very slightly. Now it's a battle between Awa, Keraav and Fast for first. Everyone has this part good. Fast, lower speed, and Awa has the most speed. Extends his lead to 0.21, but now Keraav, the silly mistake on the tech, drops from second to last. Here James and Fast battling for second. James slightly behind, but Fast comes back strong and has better inside line into the 2 last turns and stays ahead by just 1/1000th of a second, while Awa had a great pace once again, scored another 8 points. Moving on to Lagavulin by Slays, and this is going to be very interesting here with, I mean, ideally we had 8 players, but we're going to have just 5. It's going to be interesting because this is going to be very stacked. Let's look at the ranking briefly. We have Keraav for the moment last with 42, but he's not far behind of Helios and Fast 46 and James 48. Only Awa, thanks to very good consistency so far, pulled ahead to 58 points. So I think we're going to see a very stacked map here. There's going to be a couple of crashes here and there for sure. We see Helios in the warm-up having one. But otherwise, I think everyone will be battling for top positions. And now this is kind of the moment where Awa can rest a bit, let this map sink with no major risk. Let his opponents fight for the top positions. He has a huge lead, a 10-point lead on James, 12 on Fast and Helios. So if he keeps getting some second, third places, he'll still be in the lead by the end of the map. Ooh, it's Fast. Fast had a bit of a shaky start, but good turn here. Comes back. Everyone in the mix for the moment. Awa pulled ahead by a very small margin. Oh, very good turn by Fast, and he has good speed even, and he goes ahead. And I think this is the most optimal line you can have in this turn. Gear down, extend your turn to the outside as much as possible. Ooh, we see a small mistake by Awa. This is important. Awa will lose points on everyone here. James dropped a bit. Keraav lost third place. James with an additional mistake. Let's move to Keraav on third to see how it's going. Helios is almost catching up to Fast. But Fast, calm and collected, is keeping the first place very good uphill and has the end clean. 8 points, excuse me, for the German player. Keraav tries to snap Helios, but comes up short. Keraav third, Awa fourth, and James fifth. Fast moves up to second in the ranking now. One player who desperately needs points at this point is Keraav. He's just 4 or 5 points behind James, Helios, Fast, but that could end up costly and make him miss the finalist status for a couple of rounds. Fast with a very good turn once again pulls ahead to 0.1, 0.15 ahead of the others. Helios had a bad drop in the downhill. He's 0.5 behind. Keraav for the moment is fourth, 0.2 behind Fast. Fast for the moment, very clean driving by the German player. Keraav coming back to... he gained the 10th on everyone, basically here. Almost moves up to second. Fast lost a little bit on everyone, but still holds on to first. Good ending, but Awa has a very strong entrance. He's too much on the inside though and clips the wall. Keraav and James battling for second. James snipes and is Fast with a better consistency. No, wait, Keraav. Yes, Keraav sniped James by 15 thousandth. Awa dead last behind Helios, and Fast scores another 8 points in this map. And that's going to help him a lot. He's moving closer and closer to Awa. He was 12 points behind, only 5 now. 2 rounds later. Oh, Keraav, too wide. Everyone else having this part good. Let's see how it goes. Everyone has a clean drop in the downhill, and once again Fast has the best start out of the 5 players. James was a bit wide in his approach. Keraav comes back but does not overtake. Let's look at Helios. Awa moved up and almost caught up to Fast. Awa lost a bit of time. Helios still third, but comes closer and closer to Awa, who was a bit too much inside. Helios can overtake here, but Awa has a very good early landing in the downhill. Maintains second, tries to come back to Fast, but Fast maintains the lead. Clean driving by the German player, who gets another 8 points in front of Awa, Helios, James fourth, Keraav fifth. Everyone within 0.4 of everyone. Good round. Final round on this map. Can Fast clean sweep it? He had a bit of a rough start to the match, but this map, the Slays map, on which he was the least confident at the beginning of the week, is for the moment paying off for him. We saw an early mistake by James, I believe. Awa, Fast, Helios, everyone having a good drop here. Keraav once again made a mistake. No major crash for the moment by everyone, it's only small mistakes, but especially on this map, any tiny mistake you do is very costly. We discussed it for during the 3 previous match days already, and it's being proven again today. Awa for the moment in the lead, and we know he has a good final uphill. Can deny the clean sweep too fast. Awa coming very fast, very strong in his final uphill. Can Fast snipe him in the end? No, how Awa has it good. Fast tried to risk it for the biscuit, but it's not enough. Good time and good round by everyone. 0.58 by Awa to win the final round and prevent Fast to catch up to him. After 3 maps, here's the standing. Awa in the lead with 82 thanks to a very strong Lagavulin map. Fast is now up into second at 77. Helios third with 70. James fourth with 67. And Keraav, a bit to my surprise, is for the moment last with 64, but he's not far behind. Keraav is definitely a fast player, especially in time attack. But from everything I've seen of him so far, I know he's not the most consistent driver in rounds. So let's see here on this map who does a drift. Fast had a no slide. He didn't angle his car before getting onto the blue line, and you see 3 drivers going for the drift line and 2 going for the outside line approach. Fast did not angle his car. Oh, Keraav the clip and got the no slide. It's very stacked here. James, we know it can be a good map for him. The Delirium map he built for Dirt Masters. For the moment he's first. Awa took a lot of risks and clipped in the outside. Keraav with more speed overtook James. Helios is coming back strong, but we will have slightly more speed than James. Who will snipe each other? It's James in second behind Keraav. First. Fast fourth, Awa fifth. Second map on Delirium. Delirium has 2 critical bits, which is the very start and this very end. We don't see a lot of mistakes here, but what's interesting is this blue line approach, and we see the NWT drivers and James going for the drift. Helios missed it. He was too wide to drift properly. Everyone else got it pretty nicely. The 2 NWT players trailing behind for the moment. Keraav in the lead, but Awa and James are in the mix. Fast 2-wheeled and lost a little bit of time, but it's not far behind. Let's see how it goes now. Let's move up to James to see this critical turn, which is the most critical turn of the map. Helios is coming back strong. Keraav overtook everyone in the lead. Helios clips. Fast comes back very strong. Fast can move up to second. And he will only get third. What a very close round by everyone. Keraav pulled ahead with a very strong final left turn before the second to last stretch and uphill, and then it was very close. We saw Fast moving from last to almost second. Helios as well. Woo! Spicy map. Strong start by everyone here. Let's look at James, who goes on the drift line, but no, he doesn't drift actually, but has it good. And in this match we can see that Keraav and Awa, who don't do the drift line, they don't lose. You really need the most optimal line is to drift on the blue line, but if you don't go on it and have it clean, you don't really lose. James dropped a bit behind, Fast a bit too wide, but has a lot of speed, comes back very close to our Keraav and Helios going into this final left turn here. Oh, Fast with a lot of speed moves up to second, and now the final uphill will decide it. Keraav has it really clean and will pull ahead. Fast and Helios battling for second. Wait! Oh, Keraav! The Neroche incident by Keraav. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I thought Keraav had a clean end, but he did not. And Awa, who needed first or second, has been overtaken by both NWT drivers in the end and is not finalist yet, while Fast, now he just needs to finish the run. Last player scores 4 points, so Awa and Fast, if they finish this round, they are finalists. Oh, Keraav! Keraav was didn't have a good line here, was too much on the inside. He turned too early and completely bonked on the wall. Everyone else driving clean for the moment. Helios is a little bit behind but has very good speed here. And the end will decide it. Oh, Awa, too much on the inside, he completely slided out. But he should have time to finish regardless. Fast, Helios, James have a clean end. Fast pulls ahead by just a little bit. Fast, though, was a bit too aggressive. Helios gets first ahead of James. Fast third. Keraav did not need to respawn. Awa either, excuse me. Awa did not need to respawn. And we have two finalists coming into the second rotation of the 4 maps. Helios 95 needs at least a 4th place to be finalist, while James at 91 cannot be finalist on this round, and Keraav 89 needs as well at least 2 rounds. All eyes on Awa and Fast here. Who will be the first to get his ticket for the lower bracket final? Fast made a mistake. He's not too far behind, but now it's all about Awa, who has a good turn here. Keraav and Helios have a good speed, good line. Clean gear up by Keraav, but even more for Awa and Helios. Without gearing up, we see him all the time coming back very strong. Awa has a strong ending, but he's too wide. And it will be a battle between Helios and Keraav for the round win. And it's going to be for Keraav ahead of Helios. Good round by everyone. And we'll have a third finalist now with Helios. Keraav 97 needs simply to finish. Helios has a bad start. Had a bad line over the ledge. Very strong uphill here by Fast. James dropped behind. Keraav for the moment third behind the 2 other finalists. James, excuse me, needs to finish as well to be in finalist now. Can Keraav deny the finalist win to Fast and Awa? Fast, and once again, that's very interesting. We see that the player who does not gear up comes back very strong to those who gear up. Fast will need a very strong end. He's taken a lot of risks but did not pay off. Awa needs to overtake Keraav, has a lot of speed, he can overtake. He's a bit wide. Keraav has a very good line and no! Awa sniped! Oh, I thought Keraav had it, but Awa managed to snipe by turning left, and he is the first player to pinch his ticket for the lower bracket final in 1 hour and a half from now. Now everyone is finalist, I believe, so only 3 rounds to go. Fast with the best start, Keraav just behind. James with a small mistake. It's not his best map. Helios third, he's far away. from Fast and Keraav as well. And we see the player who gears up comes back with a lot of speed, but then drops a bit, and Fast maintains the lead over Keraav, but the end will decide it all. Good line by both players. Keraav is slightly more speed, but he's a bit wider, and so Fast extends to 0.1 ahead. Keraav has a very good end. He has a lot of speed. Who will take it? It's Fast for 5 thousandths. Oh, Keraav must be molding right now. First, he can't deny Awa by 3 thousandths. For 3 thousandths of a second. Now it's Fast who's ahead for 5 thousandths of a second and gets the second ticket. 2 more tickets to be handed out. Oh, not for Helios once again. Helios is not having a fun time as a finalist, and he's out of the picture for now. So it's in between James and Keraav, and now that both Awa and Fast are out of the picture, is it Keraav time to reach lower bracket final? James pulls ahead. He's about 0.1 ahead. Can he maintain the lead over Keraav? Oh, James is very wide. He's overtaken. He's too wide. Oh, but Keraav clips. But still has good speed. He can still win it. DN will decide it all, and Keraav has a 0.1 lead. This should be enough to win it. But can he be sniped by James? James is taking the risk, but this time Keraav will not be denied the round win. And we will move on to follow by Firestorm for the final and deciding round between Helios and James. Nits versus NWT, France versus Belgium. 2 French and a German player went through for the moment. Now it's all about James and Helios. Who goes through? James for Team Nits, who has at least one supporter in the chat with Neroche. Good luck, have fun. Let's go with James for the beginning of this round. Nerves to the max, stress to the max. Good start by both drivers. Helios 0.1 ahead for the moment, but James has good speed. Catches up. Good line by James. Good left right by the... Oh, I can't have... Do I have... No, I don't have his camera. I need to come back to Helios. He's only 0.1 behind, very good speed. He catches up, overtakes James. Let's look at Helios chicane. He's a bit wide. James has it better. James has slightly more speed. This is a very good run by both drivers. They have good speed coming into the tech. James still ahead. Slightly slowed down to adjust his line. Now the finish will decide it all. James has the upper hand for now, but Helios comes back, has good speed. Who will win it in these final turns? James for the moment in the lead. Helios needs to snipe, but it's too short for 9 thousandths of a second. Very close rounds between the two drivers. Helios comes short by 9 thousandths after having a very difficult Megustas 2 map. Congratulations to James for reaching the lower bracket final together with Fast, Keraav, Awa, and Fast, Keraav, and Awa actually. Congratulations. Unfortunately, Helios is eliminated of the tournament together with Brice, Krim, and Shark, who did not show up. Next match is going to happen in 1 hour and 20 for them for the lower bracket final. Congratulations to all players. That was a very great match by everyone. Time to catch a break before the next match in the Division 2.